The vision of GOA Murera started from a cell group from Kahawa Wedani. Most of us were members of diaspora cell group, and then when we moved to and settled in this community, we started our fellowship here, and by and by the fellowship has now become a church. We started the fellowship in the month of March last year, 2020, and the fellowship used to meet on Saturdays in my house, and then we would move around the homes of the other members, and from there we are now 1 year old, and the fellowship has now become what it is today. We have been desiring and praying about the church construction because since last year, October that, when we came and prayed for the plot where we are going to construct the church, we prayed for the plot and dedicated it to the Lord on the 3rd of October, and then from there we started the services in my house, and every Saturday we meet there. The 3 families that moved from Kahawa Wedani got a vision to start saving bit by bit so that we could be able to start bringing in materials to put up the church. And the savings were too little because of course we are very few. We are only 3 families, and so we invited our friends to come and team up with us so that we could be able to raise an amount that would help us get started. And on the 5th, in November 2020, date 21, I had my graduation with a master's in ministerial studies, concentration of leadership, and I decided to also dedicate my graduation gifts towards the construction of the church. Then on the 5th of December, we were able to raise, that is when we had our first fundraiser, and we had invited a few friends and also the members of our mother church, which is Kahawa Wedani, and together we were able to raise again some amount. So we were able to start the construction from the ground, and we laid the foundation. And last month, that is February, we met here again to celebrate the completion of the foundation, which was already done. And then from there, we raised money again to be able to raise the walls of the church. And that is where we are at the moment. The walls are up, and now the next phase of the building will be to complete the balcony and the roofing and also the perimeter wall. We are here today to celebrate 1 year since the Murera Fellowship started last year in March. Our joy is to see the progress and what the Lord has done so far, and we look forward to finishing the next phases by the grace of God. Our uniqueness in GOA is the 4 vision areas. We have the church growth concentration. We want to disciple fully mature Christians for Jesus through training. We will introduce trainings that will help people to deepen their fellowship and relationships with God. But of course, it will all start from the evangelism part of it. We have been limited so far to go out and invite many more other people to join us, especially because the church is still in the house. So the greatest call is to move the church out of the house, where we will be free to evangelize and to win souls for Christ. And after winning them to Christ, we will be able to introduce the discipleship program so that we can grow them to mature disciples, and then after preparing them, we'll be able to also send them out so that they can win many more people. And we have some very unique members who are gifted and talented with the sports. And so far, we are praying and hoping that we will be able to introduce sports evangelism, especially because of the young people who are actually the majority, not only in Murera area, but also in our nation. Then we have the Department of Compassion. GOA believes in charity works and loving communities and people and improving the quality of their lives. Right now, we have already introduced that, and we have one girl who is an orphan and who has been adopted into our congregation, and she has gone back to school after many years of hopelessness. She is now in GOA High School, and we hope to do that to many others who are desperate and who are hopeless in this community. We also hope to develop leaders. There is a very, very unique program of CBL which we are focusing on starting in this community. CBL means consistent Bible reading, and we know that it has been a struggle not only to the believers and disciples, but also even to the leaders. Whereby people are struggling to develop that discipline of reading the Word of God. And we want to bring that program here. I hope to also introduce leadership trainings, both short and long courses, so that we can develop many more leaders who can change this community and build for Jesus. Those who are in Kenya and within the M-Pesa platform, you are welcome to give to the construction through pay bill number 400 222, account number 1728503, #your name, and that money will go to GOA Murera account. If you are outside this nation in GOA US, you can give through GOA US. And if you are in Switzerland, you can give through GOA Switzerland. And if you are wherever you are in the world, we can connect. We have people who are giving us stones and sand, and we are located in a very strategic place, very near the road, bypass road. From Loiro, you just divert at Kibo, and then you come straight until you find us. This is our signpost here, so you will just come straight. It is 6 kilometers from the Thika Superhighway.